Welcome to the vlog. I'm going to start doing the clickbait stuff like everybody else does at the end of the videos. So, I got my car vandalized for the first time. I haven't driven this thing in a week. It's been hot, it's been dry. The driveway, which is gravel, nothing, too out of the norm here, has been very dusty. The car gets coated from the hundreds of cars that have been in over the course of the week. As you can tell, the dust is thick. It will get washed later, but for now, it's not. It is 95 degrees out. As you can tell, I'm burnt and peeling and I'm all over the freaking place, but somebody vandalized my car. Who the hell would vandalize a Camaro? That is a dick and balls. Coming to the back. What does that say? That says penis on the back window of my car. My coworkers didn't do it. My brothers didn't do it. Apparently nobody did it. And yet, it is done. Let's get to the vlog. Clean this monstrosity off my window to start with. The window going down feature I thought was kind of a real silly feature until it got really hot out. I've never really used the car in the heat because I got it in the fall when I went through the winter, and obviously you're not going to put your windows down when there's snow all over them. So that's that. Now it's like you cold start or remote start the car from afar and then drop the windows. The fans automatically turn on, so by the time you get there, it's ready to go. It's weird to not sit in this thing for a week and then get back in it, and I hate how dirty it is, but you work outside. I worked outside basically all week doing service work, and I was going to wash it last night. It was, I think, 94 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday, and I was done. It was like game over. By the time I got to the end of the day, just wanted to be off my feet and relaxing. So washing the car was not much of a priority at that point. And then today, worked again, going to the gym, we're going to do that stuff, and then I'll go home and wash it. So today's vlog, not to keep you guys waiting, but how long do I plan to keep this Camaro? Realistically, probably 5 years. My goal is 4. I want to have it paid off, and I want to trade it in towards a new one at 4 years. Because in another 4 years, I believe this Camaro will have a 5-year life cycle. In another 4 years, there will be a new one. It will be a 7th gen, assuming they make one, Camaro, and then I would like to be in a position to either buy an SS again, assuming they have one, or jump up to the ZL1 of that era, which might take another year, and I might stretch this out to 6. And if I do that, and I am able to do that, that means that I will have a lot more money down on the car, a lot more to put down on the car, and I won't be like this, where I traded in my other vehicle towards it, and they're like, yeah, we'll give you basically nothing for it, because it's not worth anything. And that is that. It's like, well, thanks, I guess. It takes, all the years of my hard work and try, and it kind of just tosses that out the window. But, you do what you do, you buy what you can afford when you can afford it, and you move onwards and upwards, and that's what I'm doing here. And it's an interesting thing, because the longest I've ever owned a vehicle is 5 years, and by 5 years, because I'm buying 5, 6, and 7-year-old cars at that time, there's not usually a lot left in them. And my last vehicle I bought for 12 grand, I drove it for 5 years. I put probably 7 into it in repairs in that time frame, and when I got rid of it, it was 11 years old, and it still needed probably another $2,000 bucks. And I just kept sitting back going, this thing's just costing me and costing me and costing me. And it's just a lot of money. And it's like, I'm not getting any more out of the vehicle. It's not good on gas. It's not that comfortable. There's nothing that great about it. And when you want to do the YouTube stuff, it really, really helps to have current vehicles. Because as much as you love watching older builds, the new stuff, I mean, it's interesting and it's neat. And all the videos I've made about this vehicle and what I've learned and how things work and everything that's going on with it, well, there's going to be another whole generation of cars. And if GM can do to a 7th generation Camaro what they did to this 6th generation from the 5th, I mean, we're talking about a real performance, comfortable, luxury vehicle that does everything so well. And there'll be a new body style and it'll be fresh, and I was completely unable to pay my other car off early. No, right on red. That is a brand new sign, because that was not there last week. I guess I haven't really been driving much in a week though, so not surprising I didn't notice things. So if GM can keep the roll they're on, if they can keep things going the way they're going, and I can get my finances in much better shape and get a few more things in my life locked down, and perhaps get married and do some of that stuff that I would also like to do, then I should be in a really good position to buy another car. But that really, I guess, depends also on how well I can do. Right now, I kind of have like this 3-year plan. And in 3 years, I want to look back on these days. It's just like the old days when I struggled, and those will be the new days when I'm prospering. And it seems a little bit crazy, but GM's coming out with their new mid-engine supercar, and I don't know who I have to befriend, but that's a goal. Like I would keep this car for the next 10 years and buy something really, really, really special, and have something I probably never thought I would have or be able to afford, or you know, anything like that, and get out of the front engine rear wheel drive and get into a rear engine and experience another whole different style of car. And that's really where I get caught when I think about trading this in on a Vet, or my next car being a Vet, or anything like that. Is, I mean, not that they're not great cars and they're unbelievably awesome and cool and they look amazing and do all that, but it's just a better version of what I have. I would rather get something that I don't. And buying a Ford or buying a Dodge or doing any of that, it's all just the same thing. It's a front engine, rear wheel drive, you know, fairly budget automobile that does a great job. And this car is so good that I sit back and I go, why would I want to keep doing the same thing? So either I'd get a new Camaro, or keep this thing and get something else and move myself up market and get that next step. And that to me seems pretty logical, I guess, especially with some of my goals and my plans and everything I've got going on. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Just keep this car forever? I don't think this is going to be one of those, whoa, pull right out in front of me, thanks. Wow, Ford drivers, let me tell you. Oh, just to make a left. What a fucking, whoop, minus that, what a jerk. Holy Christ, this thing is so swirly. I must say, these tires here, when it's really warm out, and I probably don't have them warmed up, but man, do they get swirly. It's unbelievable. This thing just dances. So what do you guys think? Buy a new Camaro every few years, keep this Camaro, buy a supercar. I mean, I've daily driven it. The front end looks like Swiss cheese. It's not going to be ultra rare, ultra collectible. This is just one of many, many SS's. And as great as it is, it will only ever be an SS. I think the ZL1s will maintain some value, but not tons. They will depreciate. But like the ZL1 1LEs, the Z28s, the really like absolute creme de la creme of cars that seem unrealistically expensive and unrealistically exotic, and when you see them you just know those are the cars that are going to be worth mega bucks for many, many years. And if I can upscale, I mean, maybe this car GM's building, and I talk about it like they are because I assume they are, maybe that will be it, and I'll own that for a while and it will hold value. And then if I want to work myself up market from there, if I have it paid off, I mean, we're talking $150,000 to $200,000, and at this point in my life there's just absolutely no way that would happen. But that's where the goals come in, and that's where the hard work's coming in, and that's where you guys play a huge part. You guys like these videos, you share them, you comment on them, you seem to enjoy my content. I mean, that's going to take me into new levels of life, and that's the goal. So that's all I got to say for now. Until next time, take care and behave.